Hey, what's going on, guys? So now we're going over another character from the Zentopian arc. This one is Byro Cracy. He's the leader of the Legion Platoon, and he has a quote to Natsu in the episode The Moment That's Activated. Even though I told you that the fate of the world is at stake, all you care about is winning or losing for yourself. The weight that we bear on our shoulders is different from yours. We're prepared to throw away our lives for the sake of our duty. Very interesting that he has a lot. I think he has more quotes down there too. So we'll read those when we get there. So anyway, Byro Cracy is the Earthland counterpart of Byro from Edolas and leader of the Zentopian Legion Platoon, utilizes nullification magic as his main form of attack. And he's voiced by some guy named Brad Venable. Never heard of him, but that guy does a really good job with this character. Love this character. I thought he was a great villain. Kind of weird when he became a good guy, but I think he pulled it off well. Appearance. Unlike his Edolas counterpart, Byro is a tall and muscular man that sports white hair and a similar style to Loxus's. He looks the most different out of all the Edolas counterparts, and Mary Hughes is based on a man. With most of his hair slicked back and having numerous spiky strands pointing backwards and some strands over his forehead, he has gray eyes and prominent cheekbones. The only facial feature he has in common with the counterpart are the two tufts of hair on both sides of his chin which point downward. Though the Earthling counterpart seems to be thinner and a black ring around his eyes. Also, he doesn't have any particular eyebrows. Personality. Byro is a calm and collected individual who doesn't show much emotion. His form of speech is polite, ending his sentences with a more formal copula desu. It's probably in the Japanese version. I watched the English dub, so that was not there. He is a serious fellow, always having his sights on their main mission. He doesn't flinch even in the presence of Gildart's Clive, Fairy Tail's most powerful S-class mage. Byro is also seen as a very religious man. He has the utmost faith for the Zentopian Church, as seen when he follows the Archbishop without question, believing him to always be right. When someone speaks their mind against the Church, Byro's calm nature is replaced with anger and shock, never afraid to attack the person even if it's his own comrades, as seen with Coco. Byro never smiles. Well, he did, but we're getting to that right now, actually. After the Infinity Clock crisis, Byro shows to have lightened up a bit, having come to good terms with Gildarts while drinking. That's a very weirdly worded sentence. In Goodbyes to Fairy Tale, another weird sentence, saying goodbye to Fairy Tale, not to ask him to smile for once in a while, since his scowling makes him look tired, and when Byro smiles, everyone commented that he has a terrible smile, which irritates him, which was also kind of funny. Now let's look at some pictures. We all like looking at pictures. There he is. There's Earthland Byro. He is a male, clearly. A member of Zentopia. There's a full body image of him with his weird looking staff. There he is on top of his Claude. I think his name is Claudoa, his giant octopus thing. I think it's Claudoa. Him and Gildart's Clive about to go at it. I think this was their first encounter. That's an example of his magic that he wields with his staff. There's him and Natsu fighting in this really cool cave. Sorry about that cough. There's Byro with the piece of the Infinity Clock that's glowing, and he doesn't really seem to give a shit. Natsu, who's been got the shit kicked out of him, is still fighting Byro, with Igneel looking on, proud as a proud papa. Byro just stomping on Natsu's face and looked like he's about to kill him. Like, look at that! Look, that is pure evil. There's Byro and Coco just looking at Dan straight in disappointment, as we all should, because Dan straight is a disappointment in life. He's like a worse Zenitsu from Demon Slayer, but we will get to him next time. There he is in the background. There he is. Like I think he's confronting Imitatia. I'm not sure what he's doing there. And there's Byro canceling out the magic of La Pointe. It's kind of when he finds out that somebody's been doing bad things in the church. The beginning of the second battle between Gildarts and Fucking Byro. Byro, after the Archbishop is revived, and he's just like, "Oh, sir, so glad you're okay." And then there is the Archbishop smiling, and I give it a 5 out of 10. You know, it's not a bad smile, but it does still look like he's dying on the inside. What's this? There's Byro crushing Gildart's magic. And this is from the new fairy tale manga, so I'm just going to go down, down, down to the bottom of the sea. Magic and abilities. Nullification magic. By swinging his magical staff that glows when used, Byro is able to nullify any kind of magic in its very large radius. In other instances, however, the magic isn't totally nullified. Instead, Byro nullifies it on a certain area, his body or his partner's body, for an example, discharges it on a certain area, usually behind him. When it comes to the magic performed near Byro, the staff isn't essential to perform the magic, as Byro can be seen nullifying magic with a simple wave of his arm, similar to Waves users, as well as just crushing the magic source with his elbow. Dropping an elbow on that magic, Randy Savage would be proud. Divine Arrow. Byro is able to create a large arrow with a purple colored glowing light that is used to attack his opponents. He used this when he planned to eliminate Natsu's team only to be stopped by Coco. He uses it again as a punishment to Coco for her betrayal against Zentopia. Yeah, he's kind of an asshole at the beginning. Immense strength. He was able to endure Gildart's physical attacks only by blocking them with his arms, as well as being able to press his arm against his with equal force. He's also been shown to be able to effortlessly pummel Natsu into exhaustion despite the latter's great stamina and durability. Enhanced durability. He is able to withstand attacks, as seen when Natsu managed to punch him in the face once but failed to injure him. Yeah, that punch was pretty much all Natsu got at first. Master of hand-to-hand combat. Byro is a master of martial arts, as seen when he is able to beat Natsu with his bare hands and hold his own against Gildarts in battle. Dan mentioned that his combat technique is one of the 5 strongest in all of Fiore. He also stated that he was trained to defeat 50 people at once. Byro can combine his fighting skills with his nullification magic to overwhelm an opponent like a Dragon Slayer. He uses magic in his melee attacks. The equipment is that weird-looking staff. Besides being used in Byro's magic, the staff can be used in swordsmanship. It's strong and resistant enough to make Byro equal in terms of melee combat to Gildart's Clive, which is weird because that staff looks like it's made of wood. Like, I don't know why it's so strong, but whatever. And here's some more quotes. We already read the first quote, so I'm just going to go down here. It's got quite a few of them. Tanachi Dragneel again. How peculiar. When I look at you, a feeling long forgotten comes to the fore. Is it fury? For your friend? Life? Even though you seem to speak sense, in the end, you people are guild wizards. You lot take jobs for the money. So for you to mock our noble mission, it's preposterous. Again, to Nazi Dragneel. Even without the infinity clock in operation, chaos is already loose in this world. However, to minimize its influence, Zentopia teaches us to display proper behavior even as we monitor the chaos. Turning that path into action is the duty of the Legion Platoon. To Natsu Dragneel, again, Jesus, this guy talked to Natsu so much. The weak have no right to control this world. We aren't doing anything wrong. People can't survive without something to rely on. Take Zentopia. It's only natural to depend on it. Therefore, if His Grace tells us to search for the clock, we'll look until we find it. And if being scrupulous about the methods means not being able to find it, then we have no choice. You see, that's our mission. To Lucy Harphelia, okay, changing it up a bit. It's foolish to act upon your emotions. To provide the correct path and to follow the correct path, we are forced to make hard choices. The world is always full of contradictions. I have sense to know that, at least. Therefore, it's natural that at the end of the path I choose, there will be sacrifices. Coming from a guy who tried to kill Coco because he was angry. So, kind of hypocritical there, but okay. To Jackpot. Bastard, what did you do? The sin of attacking a church is too serious. To Fairy Tale members. My Legion platoon was nothing more than tools, but at least I realized the path I should take. As Zentopia's soldiers, We should save the world. In order to stop the infinity clock, I'll dispose of Lucy. And finally, to Coco. If I face my heart directly, wasn't that a Coco? I finally understand what you said that time. Yeah, before you tried to murder her with your divine arrow. But good thing you don't act upon your emotions, Byro. So that is it for today. Next time I'm going to be going up against one of my least favorite characters in all of Fairy Tale. And I have very few of those. His name is Dan Straight. And damn straight, I hate him. So be sure to like this video, comment below, give it a thumbs up. Well, actually, that's the same thing as liking it. So like the video, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit I won't hit 500 by the end of the year because the end of the year is going to be, actually, it's going to be after this video comes up. So I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. So give it a subscribe if you like this video or any of my other videos. So until then, folks, stay beautiful because I most certainly will not be doing that for you.